Britain's second biggest mortgage lender warns of more price falls.
We have got to wait for a natural market correction. There's no quick fix to this. There's no silver bullet.
What do you think the average decline in house prices will have been by then?
Could be as high as 25%.
And later, this week's Big Bang experiment is rap.
27 kilometers tunnel underground, designed with mind to send protons around. A circle that crosses through Switzerland and France. 60 nations contribute to scientific advance.
This is PM with the BBC News' Peter Donaldson.
At the terrorist trial at Woolwich Crown Court, 3 British Muslims have been found guilty of conspiring to murder persons unknown.
New York. That's Sam Stovall. It's being described as the world's biggest experiment, and we're less than 48 hours from the moment it begins. The idea is to recreate the conditions that existed just after the Big Bang, in order to study how the universe evolved. It'll all take place at the European Centre for Nuclear Research in Geneva, better known as CERN. Reporting for PM live from there, here's our science correspondent, Palab Ghosh.
Hi Eddie, I'm at one of the detectors of a giant particle accelerator called the Large Hadron Collider. It's the most powerful particle accelerator in the world, and its job is to smash together bits of atoms 10 times harder than they've been smashed before. Now, the science is a little complicated, as you might imagine, so to help explain, some of the researchers here have written and composed a rap song. Here's a snippet of the tune, which is both catchy and scientifically accurate.
Oh yeah. I'm about to drop some particle physics in the club. The LHC is super duper fly. You know what I'm saying. Check it.
27 kilometers tunnel underground, designed with mind to send protons around. A circle that crosses through Switzerland.
Well, with me is the star of that rap song, Katie McAlpine, and one of the dancers, Lizzie Gilby. Katie, first, what made you make that rap song in the first place?
Well, I think the Large Hadron Collider is pretty badass.
This is Radio 4. Many people may not know what you mean by that.
Well, it's this massive experiment, and it's just looking to find some incredible things about, what the universe is.
And part of your job here, your day job, is when you're not doing rap songs, is to explain what's going on here to a wider public, and this was a new way of doing it.
Well, I was hoping so, but I didn't think so many people would see it.
Lizzie, you were one of the dancers on the pop video that resulted from it. What sort of reaction have you had?
I'd say it's been a mixed reaction. There have been some marriage proposals, but only for Katie, unfortunately.
Why was that? You look very attractive yourself, if I may say so.
That's very kind. I think the dancing was a little experimental, not quite what people were imagining from a physics video.
Katie, you're making it sound very exciting indeed. So fingers crossed for the big day on Wednesday.
Palab Ghosh, thank you. And just to prove how well connected the Radio 4 audience is, we had an email from Will Barris after the start of the show who says, I produced the CERN Rap you've just played, working with Katie McAlpine. Clearly, he says, rap is ideally suited both to particle physics and to the Radio 4 audience. So, having dispatched the world number 1 yesterday, all Andy Murray has to do to win the US Tennis Open is beat Roger Federer. Put it like that, and maybe it doesn't seem like much, but when you consider the history...
Not all sweetness and light at the Paralympics.
Peter White at the Paralympic Desk of Sport. Martin Bailey's just emailed from Sheffield to say, I've just watched the rap and video online. This is the CERN Rap that featured earlier. He says, you can tell Will Barris it's totally rad. BBC Radio 4. Scotland needs a dedicated Scottish television channel, according to a commission set up by the First Minister Alex Salmond. The commission was chaired by Blair Jenkins, who's held senior editorial roles.